Article 5, Part 5 of 5. In determining questions in the United States, in Congress assembled, each state shall have one vote. Freedom of speech and debate in Congress shall not be impeached or questioned in any court or place out of Congress, and the members of Congress shall be protected in their persons from arrest and imprisonment during the time of their going to and from and attendance on Congress, except for treason, felony, or breach of the peace. Debate 1756. To deliberate, to dispute. 2. To deliberate 1756. To think, in order to choice, to hesitate. To dispute 1756. To oppose, to question, to discuss, to think on. Treason 1756. An offense committed against the dignity and majesty of the Commonwealth. It is divided into high treason and petite treason. High treason is an offense against the security of the Commonwealth. Petite treason is when a servant kills his master. High treason is an offense against the security of the Commonwealth, or to adhere to the king's enemies by aiding them, or to counterfeit the king's great seal, privy seal, or money, or forging the king's seal, manual, or privy signet, or diminishing or impairing the current money. And in such treason a man forfeits his lands and goods to the king, and it is called treason paramount. Breach 1756. The act of breaking anything. The violation of a law or contract. Difference, quarrel. Infraction, injury. Peace 1756. Respite from war. Quiet from suits or disturbances. Rest from commotion. Stillness from riots or tumults. A state not hostile. Felony 1756. A crime denounced capital by law. Capital 1756. Relating to the head. Criminal in the highest degree. That which affects life. Keynotes. The first part, where each state shall have one vote. This could certainly be an indication where larger states should divide their population into smaller groups. This way, the populations of that state are better equally represented in Congress, whereas a large state with only one vote can be overruled by a larger number of smaller states. The present Constitution, however, addresses that with a two-house legislative Congress. This allows for the freedom of debate on any issue without being in constant fear of arrest. This limited freedom from arrest does not exempt the representatives' actual vote, because their vote may be treasonous in that it violates the Articles of Confederation's grant of power. This does not allow any form of diplomatic immunity should a congressional member violate any laws, or worse yet, violate the Articles of Confederation, which is a contract. That member of Congress has breached the peace and demonstrates a complete lack of respect for the United States of American rule of law. This limited legislative immunity also appears in the Constitution of the United States of America. It is the only government immunity clause in either the Articles or the Constitution. There is no executive or judicial immunity whatsoever.